হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু মাই চ্যানেল মৌমিতা গোলদা। তো এখন আমাদের গাড়ি চলে এসছে ট্রেনিংয়ের জন্য। তো এখন আমরা সবাই মিলে গাড়িতে উঠে গেছি। তো আজকে আমাদের লিডারশিপ ট্রেনিং, মানে আমাদের মুম্বাইতে হলো এলডিআর লিডারশিপ রিট্রিট 2025। তো এটা আমাদের মুম্বাইতে হচ্ছে। তো আজকে ডে 1, ট্রেনিংয়ের ডে 1, বাট আমাদের মুম্বাইতে এসছি আজকে ডে 2। তো আজকে থেকে আমাদের ট্রেনিং স্টার্ট হবে। ফার্স্টে লিডারশিপ ট্রেনিং হবে আজকে থেকে, তারপর বাকি ট্রেনিংগুলো হবে। তো আমি সুপার এক্সাইটেড, আমরা সুপার এক্সাইটেড। এই ঝুম্পা দেখুন শাড়ি পরে এসছে, কত সুন্দর লাগছে। আর ইপসি থেকে তো আরও বেশি সুন্দর লাগছে। সুইট 16 তাও আমি এরকম একটা শার্ট আর প্যান্ট পরেছি। তো যাই হোক, তো আর ছেলেরা তো সবাই ব্লেজার পরেছে। তো আজকে অনেক কিছু শিখবো, অনেক কিছু জানবো, তার জন্য এক্সাইটেড। আর কিছু কিছু জিনিস তোমাদের সাথেও শেয়ার করবো। এই তো এটা হলো জিও ওয়ার্ল্ড কনভেনশন সেন্টার। এই যে ওপরে লেখা আছে। আমরা অলরেডি চলে এসেছি এখানে, এখন আমরা যাচ্ছি। এরকম চেকিং করে তারপর কিন্তু ঢোকানো হচ্ছে। তো এর আগেও আমরা এখানে ট্রেনিং নিয়েছিলাম। তো এখানে এখন রেজিস্ট্রেশন চলছে, প্রত্যেকের রেজিস্ট্রেশন চলছে। সুব্রত মেবি অলরেডি দাঁড়িয়ে পড়েছে।
एक गाड़ी में एक ही बुक, ये बुक्स भी एक ही है, ब्लैक वाला।
हाँ, एक ही बुक है सर। आप देख सकते हैं।
एक बुक में दो आदमी कैसे लिखेंगे?
ये डायरी भी एक ही है। বেল পরিয়ে দিচ্ছে আমাকে।
উপরে যাব।
তো এই যে গ্রিন কালারটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, এটা অর্ডিনারি। আর এই যে রেড কালারটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, এটা এক্সট্রা অর্ডিনারি বেল্ট। এখন আমরা ট্রেনিং হলে যাচ্ছি।
Cut above the rest. Success isn't born in the spotlight.
And lots of bale.
This session I want in India, right? And we are lucky that ये first time history of India में हो रहा है। और diamond means आप सबको मालूम। How many of you want to become diamonds? आज तो प्रेसिडेंट टीम का जो नंबर है ना, वो मिलेनियर टीम गेट टीम जितना हो रहा है, राइट? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वांट डायमंड्स? यस। कैसे मिलेगा भाई? प्रेसिडेंट टीम मेंबर्स डाट के डायमंड्स नहीं मिलते यार। टू वर्क फॉर कुछ लोग बैठे हुए हैं, वो देखो वो तेरी दी फैंटास्टिक। सो प्रेसिडेंट टीम एक्साइटेड, वेरी गुड, फैंटास्टिक। सो आई एम सुपर एक्साइटेड। मैं बता रहा हूँ
তো এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের রাউন্ড টেবিল। আমরা এই রাউন্ড টেবিলে বসেছি, সুব্রত এখানে বসেছে, সাথে আমাদের গিফট আছে, গিফট। আর এটা আমার ড্রিঙ্কস, এটাও আমার ড্রিঙ্কস, এটা সুব্রতর ড্রিঙ্কস।
And I joined this company 23 years back. इस 14 तारीख को I will be completing 23 years in this company, right? It's unbelievable. But I would always say that in these 23 years, of course, this team started from Punjab from 2008. 70 people were global expansion team or above. And in 2001, I was one diamond that time. India को launch करने में इनका बहुत बड़ा key role है. He leads development and education of regional business strategies. Or the best part is the whole world, herbalife world loves him. India especially loves it. He loves India. I'm super excited to invite all the way from Los Angeles, our home office headquarters. Are you guys excited? आवाज नहीं आ रही है, पीछे से नहीं आ रही है। वो नहीं आ रही है आवाज। Are you guys ready? So everyone come on stage to welcome our President, Rob Levy.
in Delhi, okay, and this was in Delhi, and I recruited my first distributor, even though I'm not allowed to do that, okay, and I met somebody, I talked to him about the business, and, you know, what Herbalife's all about, and Marcus Lehman, you guys know Marcus Lehman, okay, I gave the person that I talked to, I gave him to Marcus Lehman, and from then on, Marcus Lehman, he loved me. Okay, I was out there recruiting for him. The second thing I remember about that day, by the way, my pants are a little baggy, right? I mean, they have pleats. Nobody has pleats anymore. It's kind of an embarrassing photo, right? But anyway, we were collecting so much money, and in those days, the rupee, before they changed the currency here, had lots of holes in it. Do you remember this? Some of you more mature people remember. In 1999, it was before they changed the currency, and the rupees were like, and so normally on an opening day, we sell so many IVPs that we put them through a cash machine, okay? And we couldn't do that because the money would tear apart. So every day for like 2 or 3 weeks, we had to buy bigger and bigger safes because we were collecting so much money, the banks wouldn't take our money. They thought we were doing something weird. Now they know we're doing something weird, and you know what it's called? It's called Herbalife. Yeah. So that was day one in India. And as Charandeep said, my dear friend, I've been coming to India since the 80s. And so that was day one. Okay. This is your performance in the history of India. And, you know, I want to go to my notes here because everybody in this room has to understand how we got there and where we are and where we're going. And 30%, 31%, does that sound familiar, India? 30% growth year after year, and actually, it's time to do midstream adjustments.
To the companies they're speaking for, I just want to be honest, because I've been kind of brutally honest. And I met Eric, not that day, but about a couple of weeks later when Stefan had the idea to bring Eric, somebody from the outside.
India is going to be the country that leads the entire Herbalife world. I'm going to get out of the way, let Mr. Stefan Graziani take his session this morning. I'll be back in just a bit to start the Mastermind sessions with you in earnest. So I look forward to talking to you just a little bit. Talk to you soon.
Good afternoon, Eric. We'll see you in a bit. This journey on this pathway. So in 2002, after the 10 years of history and not so successful, what ended up happening is I got my second diamond. 2003, my third diamond. 2004, my fourth diamond. And then I got stuck. And I won't go into all the details, but what ended up happening when I had my fourth diamond and I was 30K, what ended up happening is I felt like I had kind of arrived. And I felt like the level of success that I had, and definitely the income that I was making, and, you know, I could walk into the room, I didn't sit in the back anymore, I was sitting always on the round tables, I was 30K, so I was sitting also on the tables that were closer to the front of the room, I was participating in the S&Ps, you know, I was, you know, in the Mark Cube's bonus, I was living kind of this amazing lifestyle as a cyclist. What I did before, I had never had that type of income or that type of lifestyle, so it was like really amazing, and I got stuck. And part of what happened also was I started to not take responsibility for my own individual success and going to the next level. Because I was with the ISG, right? It was about when they were Get Team members, how much of their money that they were making did they reinvest in the business? How many of you would say in the room, because you're all either Get Team or you've been Get Team at some point, how many of you would say that
Start before you're prepared. Start before you practice. Start before you have all the answers. Be willing to do this business messy. Start before you're ready. That's step number one. Step number two is don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. You guarantee failure if you quit. And step three, get a little bit better every single day. Get better. Can you do these three things? I said yes. So, and then he showed me the formula to be able to achieve these levels of growth and success. The formula which changed my life was this. Step one, raise your awareness. Raise your awareness. Where are you? Be honest. Where are you today? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the problems? Your hands if you learn more from success or you learn more from failure. Failure. But most people don't want to fail. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be humiliated. They don't want to look foolish. So they won't even try. So once I realized failure was my friend, because it was going to be my best teacher. If you need to become a great presenter, you need to go do 100 presentations. That's what's going to teach you. If you're no good at prospecting, you need to go prospect 100 times. That's what's going to teach you. If you're uncomfortable doing an HOM, you need to go do 100 HOMs. That experience is what's going to teach you. It's not the study. It's not sitting here taking the notes. It's not a while. Just for a while. Some of you need to be more consistent like you used to be. You got a little bit too cool. Where are you today when it comes to using your products? And where will you be in 12 months? Second question, personal customers. How many personal customers do you have right now that are actively using your products? And the second question, how many do you want to have in 12 months? What's a good number? What Jim Rohn used to say is, when he asked somebody, tell me what you're going to...
তো আমাদের এখন 40 মিনিটস টাইম দিয়েছে খাওয়া দাওয়ার জন্য, লাঞ্চ ব্রেক আছে। তো আমরা এখন লাঞ্চ ব্রেকে যাব। এই তো লাঞ্চ এরিয়া। তো এই তো সুব্রত খাচ্ছে, আর এই তো আমি একবারে নিয়ে এসেছি। আর নেবো কিনা আমি জানি না, আর এত খেতেও পারবো কিনা জানি না। যদি হয় সুব্রতকে হাফ দেবো। এখানে খাবার দাবারের ব্যবস্থা করেছে। এই তো খাবার দাবার। এটা হচ্ছে হলো চিকেন স্যালাড, এটা ফিশ খাওয়া হয়ে গেছে। আর এই তো এখানে চাউমিন করেছে, পরোটা আছে, এখানে ডেজার্ট আছে। ডেজার্ট আছে। এখানে ডেজার্টে কি কি আছে দেখতে হবে। এই তো ডেজার্ট, এখানে মিষ্টি।
Think about this and think about the world today and think about how you can duplicate yourself by creating systems where you can train and educate people. And the systems can be in any area that you need to have a system. So I just want to share that because writing it down is one thing, but actually using and delivering content today in the world, the way people like to consume content, is really important. All right? So don't take it just for the written word, spoken word. The
Maybe documented.
Documented, yeah.
Documented in a way people can absorb it, but make sure it's repeatable. That's the point. The point is memorialize whatever that system is and try and get it out of somebody's personality. If somebody's just smashing it, somebody's doing an amazing job in any DMO, any business flow in your or method in your organization, go do the research and find out if any part of that can be systemized, and if it can you implement those successful things into the other parts of your organization for success, or at least offer it up as options for people to be able to take. And you'll find some of these are personality driven. That won't duplicate. You can't really systemize that person's bubbly personality. Everybody loves that person. That's why they come into their club all the time. Okay, well, how do we do it if they're not as lovable, or if they're just normal people? Is there any way that you can create that? Could you make a video that plays on the wall that kind of creates that type of a mood? Is there kind of music that you can have that's going on inside the club that creates a vibe or creates an environment? Those types of things. You see what I'm saying? So when he said, instead of written down, you're right, document.
Yeah.
Document in any way so it can be replicated. That's the point.
And you probably have a lot of things. How many of you are doing Zoom trainings with people? You already have a lot of this documented. The question is, are you actually using it? Are you recording the content when you do the trainings? Are you doing it? Do you have...
এইটা আমাদের মিটিং শেষ হয়ে গেছে, প্রত্যেকটা এখন আমরা বেরোচ্ছি। এখন এসে অরুণ আইসক্রিম খাচ্ছি। এটা তন্ময় পাঠিয়েছে, তন্ময় আর ইপসিতা। বলেছিল যে অরুণ আইসক্রিমটা খুব টেস্টি, বাট খেয়ে দেখছি সত্যি খুব টেস্টি।